Being the guest at a wedding is truly an honor, and I would argue to say that it's even better than being a bridesmaid because you get to choose your own dress. Today we're looking at some summer wedding dresses by my favorite plus size brand, City Chic. They really are great, y'all. Like, I love them and they absolutely never disappoint me. So City Chic is an Australian brand, and the only place that you're gonna find them in store in the US is in Nordstrom. I have come upon a few rogue pieces at Nordstrom Rack and that totally checks. All of these items really fall in line price-wise with what you would expect to find at a department store, and the quality is always on point. A couple months ago, I did this poll on my community page asking what y'all would prefer to see, vacay, resort vibes, or summer wedding guests. There were tons of votes for both, but overwhelmingly the winner was the resort wear. And so I planned out this like amazing video. Took a whole lot of time trying to figure out what pieces I would want to showcase. I talked to some friends and some sisters-in-law, put all together this really cool cohesive group when you're probably thinking, where in the world is that, Meredith? But I'm about to tell you. So I had hernia surgery scheduled for May 30th, and my goal was to get these pieces in and the Saturday before to film. And while I was recovering, I was going to edit that video. Well, the weekend before my surgery, I was expecting the box, and all of a sudden it was in Houston. Then I had like a day of no tracking information. And then the next day it said the package was damaged and it was being returned to sender. So I talked to City Chic. A lot of those items, even at that point, were already starting to sell out and not available in a lot of sizes. There was no way to get it in before my surgery. So they wanted me to wait until after and re-choose pieces. And when I did, the resort wear was like almost non-existent, which is great. It was an amazing collection, but I'm really sad that I didn't get to do it. So I'm gonna keep a lookout. It looks like we've actually just had some new things released that I could possibly make work like that. But I just wanted to let you know that I do listen, and that was absolutely in the works. And that's okay. But on that note, City Chic has styles that span just about anything that you're gonna wanna do. I think of them as being a little more formal. To me, I normally go to them for my like semi-formal wear, guest events, party dresses, that kind of thing. And then definitely business wear. I love their suits. I love their pants. I've done kind of a capsule wardrobe from them before. They also have really awesome blouses. They've got jeans, but my favorite things from City Chic are dresses. In all fairness, my favorite things in general are dresses. Like, there is almost nothing I like doing more than coming on and putting a dress. And on that note, thank you so much. Y'all let me come in here, try on dresses, spin around in my living room, and without you, that would just be real silly. So you're amazing. So I have about 10 dresses, I think. I did this because they're on the couch behind you. I tried to figure out what kind of order I wanted to present them in. And basically what I decided is random is the order that I'm choosing. I was like, oh, maybe I should go like less formal to more formal. But because they're summer dresses, I feel like so many of these are just bright and colorful, and you could wear them kind of evening. You could wear them afternoon. You'll see. Let's just start. I've got one right here, and this is what we're starting with. And this one just really feels summer. It could absolutely be spring also, but it is just a lovely chiffon dress. It's got a lot of pinks. It's got some yellows. What I liked about this is it kind of almost felt patchwork-ish, and that's not really the word. It's like mixed media. That's not really the word either. It's got a lot of mixed prints in there. We've got some stripes, we've got polka dots, we've got floral. It's just got a lot of visual interest. We've got like the rainbow effect here. I just think that this one is a lot of fun. I love their flowy chiffon dresses. I think that they always do really nice things. This one is an extra large 22. The one that I'm currently wearing, I saw this one at the beginning of the summer and ordered it because it was sold out in most sizes, but this one's a size 20. Everything will be linked below. If this one's still there, I'll link it, but I adore this dress. It's like it can totally be casual, but absolutely be formal. And on that note, I would never wear this to a wedding. All right, let's try this guy on. This one is soft and just absolutely lovely. I really love how effortless it feels. I honestly like it better here than I did even looking at it on the model. This is like a complete wrap, but it is sewn at the waist. So it does, like if you had a big old gust of wind, that would be something to be cognizant of because it does open to the waist, though there is a whole lot of crossover. So we're crossed over from here to here. So we're most likely safe, but it's got a lot of motion. So this would be beautiful on the dance floor. And the top is really nice, loose. There's nothing at all restrictive about this dress. We've got a sash. The sash can definitely move around, but I think that it's prettiest right over here so that it does look like we've got the full wrap effect. There's really nothing that I can critique about it. The best thing about dresses like this is that if you purchase it for a wedding, it's something that you can wear to a lot of other more casual events. You could wear this on a fancy day out with the ladies. You could wear this going to a restaurant. You could wear this going to church. I want you to look at the back. It's got a pretty deep V. It's not quite down to my bra, but it does go really deep in the back. And I just think she's soft and lovely. These shoes are from City Chic. I do want to take a note and tell you that the shoes from City Chic, I think they're sized very large. I wear a size 12, and that typically doesn't vary. If I order from Amazon, I'm normally a size 12. I would say if I go to the department store, but the department store never carries my size. If I go to Nordstrom though, they often do, and Nordstrom Rack, and I normally wear a 12 there. But from City Chic, a 12 is too large, and I go in an 11, and they do carry a much more extended range in shoes. Next, we got this one that's a black base, and then it has a lot of purples and blues with hydrangeas and other lovely flowers. This one almost feels like silk. It's definitely a polyester, but a very, very nice polyester. I mean, you touch this and it just feels incredibly luxurious. I had a dress very similar to this when I did the fashion video. It was like a metallic, and I thought that it was actually really flattering. On the model, I don't know how much I loved this one, but it did look very much like a summer wedding dress. I don't have a lot of short ones in the mix, and I really wanted to see what it did on. This one has just the outer layer, and then it has the lining that has a layer of tulle attached to make this dress stand out just a little bit. It's got a slight V-neck, zips in the back, and we've got box pleats from the waist down. Lulu loves this one. Okay. I honestly like this one better in person also. And I found that kind of with City Chic. Like, they come in and I like the majority of them more than I thought, which is not always the case with every brand. But I think that this one is just lovely. I got this one also in a size 20. The box pleats I think are really nice. It comes, let's see, it comes right at my knee, which I think is great. Lulu, you see your dog? Yeah, she loves the mirror. But I think that this one is very fun, very flirty. I think that just about any age could wear this and feel very, very youthful. And it still does give you a nice amount of coverage, which I think is great, both in the legs and at the upper part. But we've got a lot of nice spinning. This one doesn't have a sash, but I am so comfortable in this dress. All right, let's see. We're sticking with some blues and florals for a minute, but I've got a lot of bright colors coming up. This is another one that just felt incredibly versatile, that you could wear this to that wedding, and then you've got all these other places that you can wear it. What drew me to this was the bottom. Right now I'm really loving this pleat look. I've gotten several dresses that have the pleated bottom. I didn't know what they would do, but so far I've loved every one of them, no matter what the color is. I think that it's a pattern that I'm just into at the moment. This has a lot of blues, yellows, we've got some navies, and then the flowers are like realistic flowers. Let me come up and show you. These guys, it'll be easier to show you here. These are just some really pretty yellow, blue, and white florals. We've got greens in there. Whereas if you look at these really, really deep ones, it's just a very different floral feel. We've got cut under the bust, V-neck very similar to this. There's an elastic waist. This one I also got in a size 20. Let's see how she does. Look at the way this pleated fabric moves. Okay, if I was trying these on in a dressing room, so far there would be nothing in the no pile, and I would start to get nervous because that's normally the opposite of how things go in dressing rooms for me. But when the yes pile starts to get too large, I'm like, ooh, but there are all these other things I want to try on. There also hasn't been anything that's just screamed, yes, this is the dress. This one may not be screaming, but she is talking. I think that this one does lovely, lovely things for my figure. There's something about the way that they've got it angled out at the bottom that does make me feel very feminine. Makes me feel like I've got some good shape. I really love the pleated fabric and what that does. And I think that the blues are really pretty with my skin. I think that they make me feel light and airy. And I think that the navy blends a little bit better than the black, maybe. I don't know. I'd love to know your opinion. It just has some about 1/2 inch straps that go down. We've got kind of an elastic waist, and then there's a sash on top that I have just untied. This one's perfect for a summer wedding or any summer outing, really. I think she's beautiful. Let's look at the next. All right, we're moving into some hot pink. I'm all about these embellished flowers. So were the runways this year, and City Chic has done a really good job with them. Some of them they have that are really large, some they have that are small and accented, and I just really thought that this was a pretty dress. It's actually very simple aside from that embellishment. It's not A-line because it does have a separated waist piece, but it's got that tulip skirt that so many of theirs do, and I really think that the tulip skirt does beautiful things for an apple figure. This one I also got in a size 20, and it's a little bit more body contouring than anything we've tried so far, so we'll have to see. Okay, this dress is a compliment getter. I mean, it just really stands out. It's actually very simple, but let me tell you, the way that City Chic does these tulip body is just fantastic. Hang on, Lulu, can you come here? Okay, good girl, okay. Sorry, I didn't think you could see the bottom. So what they do is it's cut right here and it's a little bit larger. So with my apple body where I do not have hips, it is giving me kind of the illusion of them, which I absolutely appreciate. Thank you, City Chic. And then where it's cut is like right on my narrowest part, which is fantastic. And then I do like the length in the front and the back. It's not quite the high-low trend, which is really definitely kind of fizzling out a little bit. And whenever I say trends are fizzling out, y'all just take that with the smallest grain of salt, because we wear what we want and what looks cute on us. And so if a high-low is what makes your legs look amazing, you should wear it forever. If the tulip totally goes out and I think that I absolutely love it, I should wear it forever. And that's just the way it is. I do think that this is really, really lovely. It's just a really slight scoop neck. Not a lot of twirl, but that's okay. All right, I've really been embracing the halter this season. This one, I don't know, it might just blend right in with me, but we're gonna have to see. It has just several layers and a ruffle on bottom. It's a very simple, easy floral chiffon over just another kind of light peachy chiffon. I think this one's just a great one. Really pretty, lots of apricots, lots of olives. Yeah, let's see how she does. Okay, I feel like this girl is attending a totally different wedding than Hot Pink over there. This is really pretty, but I almost wonder if it blends in just a little bit too much with my skin. I think it's nice, but it doesn't wow me. This could be absolutely the perfect dress for you. It actually could be the perfect dress for me, according to you. But if it doesn't just make me feel beautiful and I have other choices, then it's not the right one. I was trying to mess with this elastic. Let me show you. At first, whenever I put it on, I had pulled the elastic kind of down to where it seemed like it went, and I was like, well, that's not doing nice things, you know? And then when I pushed it up, it made just a huge difference. I just pushed it right up below my bust and let that kind of hang. And you can see I don't need the sash. The elastic in the waist is doing it itself, but that made a very big difference. This one, I don't know if I said, is also a size 20, and there's nothing restrictive. It's a halter that just ties right at the back of my neck. No elastic, no buttons. This one would be much less fussy than the pink, but also quite a bit less fun. Oh, let's see what we got next. All right, this is my only one with sensible sleeves. I've got one with completely insensible sleeves coming up. I always get asked if I can throw in some formals that have sleeves, and City Chic had this. I don't know what it's going to do. It's a dropped waist. I don't know that I've ever actually worn a dropped waist, and because I'm an apple body, I don't know exactly what that's going to do on me. I typically think of drop waist looking better on an hourglass or a pear because they've got that very big dramatic difference, but it has sleeves. I feel like this one would be very comfortable if you're wanting to cover your arms. We won't know till we see you're on. This one I also got in a size 20, elastic waist. We've got buttons at the front. Yeah, that's how you get in there. And then she's got a matching belt. A little close up of the print. Really pretty floral, and I love these colors. Okay, I'm gonna have to let this one sit with me for a little bit. I don't know. I think it's that I've never seen a silhouette like this on me, and it makes me feel hippie. Part of that is because of the dropped waist, and then part of it is because we've got pockets that are here. I think the trade for like hips to pockets is totally fair, but I don't know what I think about this silhouette on me. Now, like I said, if you're wanting to cover your arms and your legs, a look like this is absolutely perfect. What are your thoughts on this one, Ross?
I think with a little steaming on the bottom of the skirt.
Should I go do it real quick? Ross says I need to steam the skirt. Let's do it. All right, steaming totally improved it. This kind of has that silky feel also. It's a polyester, but I do think that this has its place. I don't think that it's something that I would be completely comfortable wearing to a wedding. I think that I would want something that stands out a little bit more, but that's kind of my personality. But I think that this is absolutely the right piece for someone. It is beautiful, and it's got gorgeous colors, and it's an incredibly well-made garment. And in all honesty, it's pretty flattering. I've never bought anything that had this cut before, but the more that I look at it, the more that I like it. The flowers on here kind of look watercolored almost. They're definitely not a realistic floral. I think that they're really cute, and I think the colors are great. My favorite thing about this is probably the balloon sleeves. Honestly, this is probably gonna stay in my closet, and I'm going to find the right place to wear it. I think my opinion on this one may be the one that I want the most from you. I don't know. It's so interesting. Oh, orange. Okay, so orange is something that I had not gotten into much, but this is my third orange piece this summer, and so far the first two I've really kind of liked. This is very much like the kind of peachy piece that we had earlier. In fact, it might be the same dress. I honestly think it is. We're gonna have to try it on. It is a size 20, pretty much exactly the same. So we'll be able to compare those. Excitement. Okay, whenever I put this on, the first thing that I thought of was Elle Woods from Legally Blonde in that scene where she's like, and 2 weeks ago, I saw Cameron Diaz and Fred Siegel and totally talked her out of buying this horribly heinous Angora sweater. Whoever said that orange was the new pink was seriously disturbed. But that said, I honestly think that it's gorgeous. I think that this is beautiful on. It contrasts nicely with my skin. It's so fascinating that I chose both of these. In all fairness, that one was an alternate, the peachy colored one. It was an alternate selection that I'd made. But these two looked so different to me that I would not have thought that they were the exact same style. This one feels so fun and youthful. And what it is I think I like bright, bold colors. And those bold colors just make me feel like I am more fun. And so there are gonna be people out there that the other one is much more in their lane, and that's okay. This one happens to be much more in mine. I would happily wear this to wedding. I would happily wear this to church. I might even wear it to the office. I don't know. With a sweater. But yeah, I like very, very few notes. I don't know how this one compares wedding wise to the blue one, because I think right now the blue pleated one is probably my front runner. No, it's not. The hot pink. Ooh, it's a competition between this, the hot pink, and that light blue. Those are my three favorites right now. We have 1, 2, 3 left. One's a little ridiculous. They're all very different. So let me grab one real quick. Okay, this one is an emerald. It's an off the shoulder, and I really do love off the shoulders. I love showing my little décolletage. I think that it's a flattering part of my body, and whenever we have a flattering part of our body that makes us feel good, we should wear it. This is a very simple box pleat, longer dress. I thought this would work great for a spring or summer wedding, but I also think that it would look really great in December as like a Christmas dress. I got this one in a 22. Okay, I really thought that I would love this one, and I just like it. I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, but also I think that maybe it's just not the right color for me. Yeah, this one does have pockets. I think it's fun. This would honestly, like I said, where I think I'd feel the most comfortable wearing this might be some really pretty Christmas pictures, might be like Christmas Eve service, might be a nice Christmas party, but I don't know that I'm really feeling the summer wedding vibes. I think that it's got a lot of fun. You would have so much fun on the dance floor, but if this was in another color, I think that I would go for it. There was also one that has sleeves, very much like the one that I'm about to show you, that was orange, that had a bottom just like this. It may not have had the box pleats. It may have just come out and been gathered, but it was kind of a corally orange, and it was sold out, so I had to substitute it. But I think that one would have been a whole lot of fun too. This I do think is fun. I just don't know that it's exactly what I would be looking for. All right, now we're in for my ridiculous. I always try and bring a little bit of ridiculous in every video. And this one comes in the form of Miss Magenta giant sleeves over here. So this is a body contouring dress, like a total tube dress with a gigantic sleeves. I got this one in a size 20. Hopefully that was not a mistake. Yeah, but there are gathers all around. She's gonna be incredibly short. I'll get comments about her being incredibly short. I don't know if I would wear her out, but I needed to have her in my life. Okay, this one is so much fun. I do not think that this is the right thing for me to wear to a wedding, maybe. Like the right wedding, perhaps. But how fun would this be? Out with a group of like adult friends for a birthday, out on a date night. Love. I know that this is supposed to be a wedding haul, but it has just taken a dramatic turn. These sleeves are possibly the most fantastic thing I've ever had in my whole life. I love them so much. I think this came in another color. It may have come in green and it may have come in black, and I may be totally wrong. I can put it on the screen, but I think this is fabulous. Even in my probably 20s, I never would have dared to wear something this short or something this body contouring. But the older that I get and the more that I'm like putting my hands on different fashion and different styles and different things like that, hey. Lulu, the more bold that I've gotten with my choices. Whenever my daughter came down, she said that I look like Barbie, or she goes, ooh, Barbie-licious. And so it does very much feel Barbie movie. If this was like the Barbie movie time, it would be a great one to wear to that. I think this is something that I never would have thought that I needed in my closet, but I love it. Okay, I've got the last one and I left it over there. Let me grab it. Look at all these cool pleats. This came in 2 different colors. It came in this red going into black, and then it also came in kind of a lilac going down into like a deep navy. The lilac was actually the one that I was going for because I felt like it was more summer, but it was not available in my size. And so I went with the red, and red's my favorite color, so I'm not sad about it, but it almost feels a little more winter to me. But we're not letting that stop us. This is a strapless, cut a little under the bust. The top totally reminds me of the Pretty Woman dress, I think because of the little notch. And then it goes down, it kind of feels like fiery phoenix. Love, love, love. Let's see if it loves me. Look at these sleeves. This may be my new favorite dress of like all time. I think it's lovely. I don't know that it's summer wedding, but I also wouldn't be opposed to wearing it to an evening summer wedding if I was invited to a formal or black tie. I love the notch. It comes high enough to where the notch is actually not even to where my cleavage would start. Had the top actually been there, it would not have been a problem. So the notch is not at all risque, at least the way that I've got it on. I have it kind of like right at my armpits. I love where the waist is. I think that the belt is a beautiful addition. And this red melding into the maroon and then black is absolutely gorgeous. The lining underneath is a solid red that's actually, let's see, that's almost just like the top. I'm 5'10", and this comes right about ankle length whenever I'm wearing heels, so it's perfect for me. I think that she's beautiful. Yeah, this one's lovely. This is really just kind of a chiffon overlay. Look at the flow. I feel absolutely beautiful in this dress. All right, let's look at what my favorites were, and I'd love to hear about yours. All right, my 5 favorite dresses. I mean, I'm looking over and kind of regretting, but that's because I think that they're all so nice. I think probably my 5 favorites are this pleated guy. I thought that this one was lovely. It had some good flow. I thought that the bottom came out beautifully and just added some shape and some fun. This one, most definitely. My pink floral, I just loved that embellished flower. I thought that the tulip bottom was incredibly flattering on me. This one, though it wasn't for a wedding and it's absolutely ridiculous, I just felt like the most fun person in the world wearing it. Therefore, it goes in my favorite list, but it is probably disqualified because I don't think I could bring myself to wear it to an actual wedding. And then the orange, I feel like I could wear this anywhere. With almost any kind of dress code, I would feel comfortable enough wearing it. It would go casual all the way up to probably even semi-formal with the right accessories. I've got a baby shower coming up this weekend, and I'm pretty sure that the baby is a boy, even though they are either not telling or they don't know. And so I think that this dress is gonna be the perfect one for that. I would love to know your thoughts. If you had any favorites or if there's anything that you particularly didn't like, I respond to as many comments as I can, but I still really appreciate you taking the time to do that. It means a whole lot to me. Liking really goes a long way to help drive this video and let other people see it. Subscribing just generally brings me joy. And as always, the best way to support my channel is doing exactly what you are doing right now and watching it. So I absolutely thank you. You are so awesome. All of these dresses will be linked in the bottom. Those are affiliate links, so I would get a small commission if you ended up purchasing through that. I hope that you have a day as amazing as you are, and I will see you in the next one.
'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. 'Cause you